Good morning, St. Louis. Welcome back to another episode of Who's Talk Mobile, where conversations get deep and intellectual. I'm your host, Artemis Caldwell, founder and CEO of Who Is Incorporated, the best nonprofit organization out there. If you don't know, now you do know. Please stay tuned in. This is going to be a real good episode. Always with me, though. Got to knock it out first. In the back, doing this thing, my co-host, Gabe Coach.
What's going on? What's this? Good afternoon? This morning time afternoon yet? Right.
Either way. Yeah. Whatever. It's cool.
26. This coronavirus season or whatever, but we still outside.
Please stay safe.
You said what?
Please stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Everybody, a special guest, more like a father figure, a male role model. Well, of course, male role model. I see him like shown, man of many talents, man of good faith, man a lot. He gonna come on here and give us some wisdom, yeah. Everybody, Mr. Harlen Sr. or Harlen Smith Sr.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming out, man.
Not a problem, brother.
Thank you.
Problem. Anytime.
So to let you know, this is a special episode called PBP, Person Behind the Passion, and really, me and Gabe just gonna try to pick your brain apart to just see how can we become men like you.
Okay.
You know.
I believe foundation is the topic of everything. Okay, everything starts from a foundation, whether it's a good foundation or a bad foundation. I have a solid core. I have some excellent parents that've been through a lot. They've shown us. That's shown me a lot. I'm 48 years old. I have 8 children. All of them are doing excellent in school. I have adult children that are doing excellent in life, productive citizens. And like I tell them, the foundation is solid. It's up to you to build on that foundation. Everything that's built doesn't stay, because this is Earth. You know what I mean? So therefore, we know that it's not going to be permanent. There's no such thing as permanency here. Okay? And just what we're going through now, it lets you know. Us walking outside, us playing, reading our neighbors, us talking in vehicles like we're doing now, us doing different things, that's a gift. You know what I mean? God has blessed us to do that.
Yeah.
You know, right now there's a stay-at-home order due to all the thing that's going on with this coronavirus. And that's just to let us know, hey, look, ain't nothing permanent. And I was always told as a kid, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan.
Hey, yeah, my dad told me that.
You know what I mean? If you want to make him laugh, tell him your plan, and he'll show you something different. And I live life accordingly, just that way. My children are taught that nothing is given to you. You're not entitled to anything. Anything that you get or that you accept that's in your life, that's a blessing. And God's put that in your way for a reason. Okay? I'm not a perfect man, and I tell people that all the time. I would never be perfect, because if I was perfect, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
Okay? I learn, I teach, I pass on what I learn, I teach. And if I offend someone, I clear it up immediately, because I don't have any harsh feelings for anyone, and I don't want anybody to have any harsh feelings towards me. I don't believe in the norm. You know what I mean? Everything's not normal to me. You know what I mean? If something happens, it's the reason why it happened. For every cause, there's an effect. They teach us that in school. And I teach my kids to get out here. This is Earth, and this is life that God has given us. And nobody can stop you, and nobody can hinder you from doing anything but Him. The projects that we're working on now, and then our passion is service. We love to service people. We love to help people, and we live off of it. And the more people we service, the more blessings we get in life. You know what I mean? The more we give, it seems like the more we receive. You know what I mean? So we like to give, so we receive more, so that way we can be stable.
So that golden rule.
Right. And I tell my kids, it's not a point of being rich, it's a point of being able to do what you're able to do when you're able to do it.
Say that one more time.
It's not a point of you doing able what you want to do when you wanted to do it. It's not that point. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you're able to do something right then and there, do it. Don't wait to do it. Do it then. You see what I'm saying? Because that's an opportunity to do it. That opportunity may not come again. Have you ever heard of people saying, well, I've been blessed, but man, it turned into a failure? No, the blessing didn't turn into a failure. You turned into a failure. Why? Because you made it about you. Everything that I do, if you notice, I don't put me in it. You know what I mean? I'm not in it. Everything I have is a blessing. God has blessed me with it to say, hey, boom.
So how can as a young man,
Mm-hmm.
how can I begin to? I come from a broken family, right? Let's set that stage. How can I
Stop. How are you from a broken family?
A broken family? Let's say I'm raised by a single parent who is on drugs. Doesn't have my best intentions, so I kind of can slip through going to school or not. My dad's locked up.
Now you told me everything that was wrong.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That lets me know that you know right from wrong. So at some point in life, you have to, as a man, especially as a young man, say, you know what? I'm not gonna do what my mom did this way because it turned out bad for her. I'm not going to do what my dad did because it turned out bad for him. I'm going to do what I'm led to do and pray with God's help that I do something right. Our goal as parents is to make sure that our kids live a better life and become better, productive citizens for themselves and for our younger generations. Okay, in other words, when I was $22, when I was $22 a policeman, I was making $18 and something cents an hour. My oldest son is 22. He's a union painter. He's making $27 an hour. Who won?
Okay, I see that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want to direct your children to surpass you and beat what you're doing
at that time.
At that time, you know what I mean? I tell my kids all the time. Listen, now that see that rock here, that's hard. Now you're gonna feel it wild in life. But it's up to you to say, well, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to cushion my fall when it comes to that rock. You know what I mean?
Right. Because it's coming.
Because it's coming. You know what I mean? I can give you the insight, but I can't live their lives for them. Only thing I can do is give them the proper footprints and the proper foundation to say, boom, I got to check myself and come back and redo it again. You know. Me as a black man in America, I'm not an African American. I am a black man in America. Okay. I was born in this country. This is my country. Okay, I'm not gonna. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything from my ancestors because I appreciate my history. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I am a black American. Can't no Democratic Party, can't no Republican Party can tell me anything about this country because I'm from here. I don't pick a sides. I don't pick who I'm gonna roll with. I go for the betterment of my people. Period.
Why take that stance? Why? Let me ask this. Why is that important for a black man or a black young man like myself and like Gabe? Why is that important for us to take a stance like that from your perspective?
Okay. The crime bill that was written by our soon-to-be Mr. Biden, who wrote it.
Yeah.
All right. Now they're telling us, hey, this is who you need to support. This is the same man who enslaved us.
Not too many people know that. Okay. Yeah.
You tell me that I'm not supposed to like Donald Trump. Donald Trump has not done anything in life to affect me immediately here in the city of St. Louis.
Exactly.
And if he has, you know what I mean, it has got to my point. I like the fact that he the way he is, what he is, because guess what? That's the American way. This is America.
Yeah. I've always said.
You see what I'm saying? I'd rather you come to me with your gown on than without your gown.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If I was to sit, if you were a Klansman, you would sit next to me, I would have just as much respect for you as I would respect for you to have for me. Because guess what? You want the betterment of your people like I want the betterment of mine. I don't hate all your people, and I pray to God that you don't hate all my people. But if you do, that's something that you have to deal with God. You know what I mean? Hatred is a big thing in this country, and our people's lost lives over it. I don't hate anyone. My Bible tells me I shouldn't hate. Our Quran tells us we shouldn't hate. But guess what? I know how to distance myself, and I know how to make it work. Okay, this is how I'm going to eat. This is how my family's going to eat. This is how we're going to go. This is how we're going to go. We don't see color. We judge people for what they've done. Because some of the people that are the same color as me have done me even wrong.
Yeah. And that's why I like to point out to a lot of people that are black that be like, oh well, we shouldn't mess with any white people who's gonna aid the revolution or aid the help of black people. But I'm like, well, it's black people also that's jammed everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta tell me what's the definition of a coon. If you can't open your revolution to help for, like, if everybody is on board, I feel that it's evil for you to dismiss the white woman or the white man or the whoever, whatever nationality. If they are fully for, okay, hey, we did wrong, if this is gonna contribute to help these people, then hey, come on. I feel, come on, you can come on to our side, because it's some blacks that don't agree. You can't get them to shake hands, be in the same room. But and then even to further that, to even get the same concept of, hey, we need to come together, black unity, black consciousness. Boom.
We have to do more than what we're doing. And
now when you say we, who?
We as people. We as people have to do better than what we're doing. You know what I mean? We have to respect more than what we're respecting. You know what I mean? I'm not my sins are no better than anybody else's sins. And when I say that, I'm not judging you, because I can just say I am for the betterment of my people. I'm for the really caring of I want to see my people outlive any other people on this earth. You see what I'm saying? And that's everybody, okay? But at the same time, I'm not going to be nobody's Uncle Tom. I'm not going to be your Porch Negro. I'm not going to be your, I agree because you said it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when I first met you, I told you, and you were worried about you, like, well, I didn't want to fit you. And I told you, oh, let me tell you now, you're not going to fit me, because the reason why you're going to know how I feel when you walk away from me, period. You see what I'm saying? If I get my van out, mess with, like, man, I had good feelings with that guy. And he there's no thing. I wonder what Mr. Smith thought, because you know how I feel. And that's how I treat life, and that's how I treat everybody and anybody that I come across. Because you don't know who you're doing. You know what I mean? If you come off of me in an aggressive mode, I'm going to try not to be aggressive with you.
Yeah.
I believe in escalation. That's part of me being a cop for so long. You know what I mean? I loved it when I was a policeman. You know what I mean? The state of Missouri took care of me very well.
How do you feel the view of police are now?
Oh, it's changed. It's changed. But, you know what I mean? We can talk about them. We can yell about them. We can do all this other stuff. But guess what? You called them. They didn't ask to come there. And I tell people that all the time. Well, the police came to my house because we called them. Oh, you called them. So apparently you weren't being an adult enough that you couldn't handle it, that you had to call somebody else to play adult for you.
Okay.
We have to stop making excuses. You know what I mean? Back when I was a kid, I did something wrong, man. My dad and my parent, well, my mom ruled. My mom ruled it. You know what I mean? Hey, son, don't do that. Let it happen again. Yeah, trust me. Physically, I knew not to do that. They say, oh, don't do that because then you're gonna turn your kids into these type of kids. That's not true.
Right.
That's not true. And most of the kids that had their hinds tagged, which I was one of them. I needed it. I was one of those kids that needed it. Otherwise, I was going to be in the cemetery or the penitentiary. And my mother told me back then, no, you're not going to go either place. Why? Because, boom, and my dad was right there, yeah. She ain't got to say it no more. Do you see what I'm saying? But I was one of those kids that tested the water. But we are the type of people that we have to experience it in order for it to be so.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh. What? Just real quick, can you give me 5 things you stand? Well, what are the 5 things you stand for? My dad bred inside of me. A man that doesn't stand for something will fall for anything.
Integrity, responsibility, kindness. You see what I'm saying? All my cores are on my building. Everywhere you see my core lessons are, that's my core life. That's how I live.
So you say
integrity,
responsibility,
respect, and kindness.
That's 4. I need one more.
Love.
And love.
walk into the room, I speak to everybody. I want everybody to know that I'm in that room. Because something I may have said to them may have saved their life.
Yeah.
Or something they may have said to me influenced my life.
Hey man, just you real quick, you have been such an inspiration to me, just on and off camera, where I come from a place where it's not normal for people to be nice to you. You know what I mean? Or be more so with that giving spirit of, nah man, I'm really just doing this for your betterment. You know, and just again as a young man, just going through life, just patterns of life is out of the norm, and to see that, it kind of struck me like, man, this is somebody who has it, and I want to follow. You know, like, because that's something that's just really, so again, just thank you for that. Because how you say you talk to everybody in the room, and I can attest to that. You know, you changed my life miraculously. And it's just always been, I feel like a certain type of gratitude or debt to you, like that. I just thank you.
And I ask you, you don't owe me anything. I'm just a tool. I'm just a tool. You know what I mean? And I live according to my Bible. You know what I mean? I'm just a tool, and like I tell you, don't give it to me. Pass that on to someone else. You know what I mean? There's going to be another kid during your lifetime that you're going to have, that they're going to be like, whoa, that's my mentor. That's what they want to put a title. Don't give me a title. Oh, that's my mentor. No. You know, but that's what it does. That's what they call a mentor. You know what I mean? You want to attach yourself to somebody else. And that's been the problem. We're broken. And the reason why we're broken is because we haven't passed that down. We haven't said, well, listen, somebody else needs to take this reign and run with it. You know what I mean? When it comes to my business, if you notice, I don't do a lot. I call my son, my junior, handle that. This is your role. You know what I mean? And we have to learn how to do that. Sometimes we have to stick our chests out and say, well, I'm running. I ain't got to do that. And all my kids stand taller than me. Do you see what I'm saying? And when they become men, they become men, period. You can't be a man and a boy at the same time.
Okay.
So I had a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So for a young man in his 20s who's looking to build himself financially and just build himself overall as becoming a better man, how should he be thinking? What should his thoughts be to better himself? Because I believe that your thoughts transfer into your words transfer into your actions become your habits become your character, and your character becomes your destiny. And I want to be able to control my own destiny. And so how should a young man in his 20s who's trying to build himself to become a better man and just be first becoming a stable man, how should he be thinking?
I tell everybody, put God first. Put God first. If it's Muslims, Allah. If it's Jehovah, you're never first. Okay? And I tell you, no, have a plan. Don't just think about it. Have a plan. You know what I mean? Sit back and say, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to have a family. Longevity is the biggest thing to anybody. You know what I mean? I want to be able to secure what I want to do. So everything that I want to do is, everything I want to do and everything I want to become, I'm going to put all my energy into it. And when I put all my energy into it, that means I have to sacrifice. I have to sacrifice my leisure. When I sit down playing the game, oh man, I can't do that because I have to focus on what I want to do. You know what I mean? My going skating, guess what? I'm not touching my skates until I get this right. You know what I mean? That's you have to reward yourself, but at the same time, you have to be at a point where you have to say, I gotta do better. You know what I mean? I gotta want better. You know what I mean? I used to tell people back when I was a policeman, they see the dope dealer with the nice car and all that. Yeah, but guess what? If I get behind him, he's nervous. Or if I got that exact same car and the police get behind me, he's like, oh, I hope he's doing his job. I don't have a worry in the world. My plates are right. I have proper registration. I have a license. You know what I mean? I'm not speeding. If I am, I'll slow down. If I get a ticket, I'll accept it and I'll pay it because I was doing that. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I wasn't. You know what I mean? Our problem is we're scared to accept that responsibility of our own actions. One of my words. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're scared to accept the responsibility that, hey, I was wrong. You know what I mean? When it come to this, when it come to guns, when it come to the mouth, everybody can do that.
Most definitely.
It takes a brave man to say, you know what, yeah, I'm going to avoid this situation and come back to it, and hopefully it's not there again. And if so, I'm going to pray to God, I'm going to pray to Allah, I'm going to pray to Jehovah that He redivert my attention to something else or remove that person away from me. That was a tree. If you ever looked at a tree, do you ever notice why it always changes forms and it drops off and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going? What it does is it gets rid of all the bad so it continues. We are the exact same way as humans.
As a tree.
As a tree.
That's one of my sayings. Everybody who knows.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at this tree. That tree's older than all of us, and it's still here.
Yeah.
Just imagine all the branches and the leaves that was on that tree.
Yeah. Because I read a book. It's called Working with the Law. Raymond Harlen. And basically, those are what you were saying. Basically, what some of the same principles are that in the book. The chapters talks about the law of thinking, the law of supply, the law of compensation, sacrifice, obedience, things like that. And you know, it's refreshing to hear some of the same principles that I study, and you know, just asking, you know, being able to get some information to help me out with my own personal life.
And then they say, whatever you want to become, you have to circle yourself around that. In other words, if you want to be a millionaire, you establish yourself with a team. And once that first millionaire pop off that team, it's his responsibility to reach back and pull back up those other ones. Okay? Same way as a dope dealer. It's the same circle. You see what I'm saying? Well, if I want to be a kingpin, I got to start off as a pusher, then go to a dealer, then go to a transporter, then hopefully become a kingpin. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same stages in life. And our problem is we haven't, people my age, older, have not reached back and said, wait a minute, I went down that road. Hey, young blood, let me holler at you. Let me show you what this is going to lead to. You know what I mean? Let me show you what this is going to happen if you do it this way. You know what I mean? And I applaud our women, our black women, all women have done a good job, but our black women have went through it and go. And with the full force. Hey, I got you. But us as men, we have to step out even if we have not put it on earth. Because God put that person in your circle for a reason. To hear something, to experience something. You are a testimony. You know what I mean? Now, where are you going to go with it? Is it going to be about self, or is it going to be like true humanity and the Christian life of proceeding in life? You know what I mean? And like I tell folks, I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to push anything on you that you're not comfortable with, but I can just show you how I live. Do you see what I'm saying? And my experience, people can learn off experience better than they can do this. You see, been there, done that. You know what I mean? Played the stock market game. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know what? Wow, I keep investing in things and it's a failure. But once I invest in myself, look at God. Because at that moment, it's not me. It's God telling me, no, this is what you're going to do. And you're going to do it this way. And if you go deviate from it, you'll know. It ain't no second guessing it. It ain't no thinking about it. Ain't no, oh man, you know. No, you'll know. and that's how I live, man. I got, like I said, all of my boys, and I got three more boys besides two you just met. And people be like, man, your kids are just straight goers. My kids are blessed, and they got a foundation. They gonna prep. You know what I mean? And I ain't got a problem with, hey man, we need to talk. I don't like the way that look. And this is the reason why I don't like the way that look. And if you can show me different, then I want you to show me different. But once you don't, I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, I told you. I'm not gonna browbeat you about it. Oh, I told you to do it this way. If I have to tell you to do something some way, that means then you're not respecting my role as your father. You see what I'm saying? Or if I say, listen, I think it'll be better this way. Me and my sons, we do. I just tell you, we debate on everything. You see what I'm saying? But it's to get to that ultimate goal that we all want as a family. This is a family project. This is boom. Let's go. Right. Let's establish a team. Let's bring people in. These people are part of the team. These people feel good with the team. Let's go. And then a lot of times, I ain't got to say anything. If I feel uncomfortable or something, I'll be like, hey, son, yeah, I think I don't like that. Yeah, Dad. Well, we're gonna cut that piece of that branch off.
It's easy as that.
And let's keep going. Yeah. I always tell folks, when you ever walk into someone that has millions and millions of dollars in their account and they're very wealthy, you always see a picture of somebody hanging on their wall. You know what that is? They left them something. That's the foundation. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the foundation. Wow, boom. That's how they got to where they're at. Because of the background of that person. And it's up to you to get on and attach to that and build on it. You know what I mean? I tell my children, if God take me today or tomorrow, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You have to continue this on. You see what I'm saying? This is for the betterment of your family. This is to secure our family. You know what I mean? And my boys, man, all my kids, my entire family has been very supportive. We support each other. We do things that people sit back and think they can hinder that. Trust me, if we were perfect, we wouldn't be where we were. You see what I'm saying? If I was perfect, I'd be on a yacht or what, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be here if I was perfect, because I could be on that yacht and still have problems. You see what I'm saying? I could be in that $1 million house and still have problems. There's no such thing as the perfect person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because trust me, they'll find fault. They'll find fault. You know what I mean? So no, I'm not perfect. I have issues, and the issues I have, I pray through them. I get over them, and I don't believe in stressing on anything. I get on the knees. I ride in the car. I'm talking to the man upstairs. Say, okay, I need some direction, because the direction I'm getting on earth, I'm not liking it. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to tell me, well, that's the way it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
You touched on. I'm going back because you dropping.
I'm sorry, brother.
Man, nah, man. I told y'all this is gonna be a good episode. But man, can you explain two things? The generational gap. How can we repair that? Then the second one is generational wealth. What is that? Because you talking a lot about your family and your sons. Y'all owning something. Can't just what the importance of generational wealth and keeping that within your family and having that within a team. And also, what is it called? The generational gap. How you saying we got to start reaching back?
The gap is because we've gotten to a point, man, that we don't want to see no one do better than ourselves, and that's an issue. Do you see what I'm saying? And the reason why that is an issue is because if you don't want to see nobody do better, then what makes you think somebody wants to see you do better? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where if you help people and you support people, trust me, the benefit that you get from that is bigger than anything that you can imagine. All right? And I taught my kids that you're going to be okay. Reach back and help somebody else. Reach back and tell somebody else, hey, well, listen, I see you having a bad day. Let me get there for you. You know what I mean? When you help people, man, your heart Trust me, your heart is so. It's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing. Generational wealth comes from you building something in all your generations. You and your generation building it to become wealthy. First of all, okay. Not one person did this and say, "Oh, it's done. Look at us. Now we have generational wealth." No, we built and we keep building it to them because guess what? What we're doing now in our age may not be the same 5 years from now.
Right.
And we've experienced that.
Right.
So therefore, you bring somebody in at that 5-year level that's at that age and say, "Hey, well, listen, this is how we're doing it now." Well, maybe it's time for me to step to the side and let's go. But with that, we still got to go back to the basics because the basics is going to cover us if something does happen. This crash. You see what I'm saying? So that's where your generational wealth comes from. Your generational gap is the lack of our people and our kids not knowing. You know what I mean? And that's not going back and telling our kids, well, nah, I couldn't get that information from my dad, so I went to my grandpa and got it. He didn't know it, so I went to my best friend's great grandpa and got it. You know what I mean? And there's no way I can't tell you what it is to be sprayed with the water hose and bit by a dog for civil rights because I never experienced that. You know what I mean? I can't tell you about picking cotton because guess what? I never experienced that. You know what I mean? Back when a whole bunch of stuff was going on, they said that we are not our ancestors. If you smack me, I'm gonna smack you back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time changes, things changes, people changes, reaction changes. You know what I mean? You may have some that say, well, you know what? No, I got some that'll smack you back, but I got some that's gonna hit you with some paper that's gonna smack you as well.
True.
Do you see what I'm saying? So everybody has their role.
I see that.
What role are you playing? I don't have to toughen myself up to play a different role if that's not my role.
True.
Do you see what I'm saying? Why am I paying second? Because that's the style. So if the style was jumping off a bridge, would you do that? If the style was running across the street and you only got 2 seconds for a cross country, would you do that? Or would you you have your own style? Why? Because God has blessed you with your own opinion, your own state of mind. And God has blessed you to say, well, I'm going to accept what he's saying or I'm not going to accept what he's saying. And we're going to do it this way. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a blessing that we have as human beings. That's how we have to stay solid with ourselves. Do you see what I'm saying? I smoke blacks. A lot of people might not smoke blacks.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
See, man, it's so much just on a more so closing note, cause you coming back.
Definitely.
Give one word to describe your life all the way up until now.
One word. Blessed.
Yes.
Blessed. Because any obstacles I had, those are learning experiences. And I take those learning experiences and say, boom. So when I get to that road again, I know how to move. So to sum my life, if people say I need your life in one word, I would have to say blessed.
Yes. And another question. I know I said that was a closer, but give me a what advice? Because you laid it out for us beautifully, but just clear cut and dry, what advice could you give me, or to your younger self, or just to the kid on the street who just ain't? I heard what y'all saying, but I just really need a cut dry what it is, because I heard you say put God first. What does that look like? Do I need to start praying? Do I need to open my Bible? What does that look like? And then if there is no male role models to exhibit that, and I can only turn to the dope dealers, how can I stop? I can't stop that life, because that is unfortunately my life. But now seeing what is, hey, let me pull you aside, let me tell you this.
Respect, kindness, integrity, and responsibility. Live by those 4 things. If anything that you have to do violate any of those 4 things, you don't want to do it. Just on integrity alone. You know what I mean? I can walk in a room.
What integrity mean in you?
It means me. What people view me as. I have integrity behind my name. In other words, if I say it, then that's what I mean. Do you see what I'm saying? If I do it, then that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I don't have an excuse for you. I don't have I wish I could know that's me. You know what I mean? When I walk into a room and it's full of people, a lot of people are like, and I experience racism on a regular basis because I wear a kofi. A lot of people think that I'm a Muslim. You know what I mean? Until I talk. And then when I start speaking, they'll be like, And I've had several people come to me and say, well, are you a Muslim? You know what I mean? So that lets me know two things. They're doing something right, and they got your attention. Do you see what I'm saying? The kid, I don't believe in when the kids say, I can't, I won't, I will. I don't believe in starting off a sentence with an excuse. This is the reason why this is because of this. No. Facts. This is the reason why this is because you did this. This is a reaction to something you've done. Okay? We're not perfect. We can correct that action. You know what I mean? But don't tell me, well, I was raised in a neighborhood full of dope dealers. I had nobody in, I had nobody out. Because I guarantee you, I can go to any bad neighborhood and I can find a whole bunch of good people. It's just what you take off those people. It's what you learn off those people. It's like a baby. You groom a baby where he's reading, he's writing, he's doing different things. When he's to get older, he's going to read, he's going to write, he's going to do those exact same things. It's imprinted in him. But as far as decision making, that's still going to be his decision. Well, I'm tired of walking now. I want to run.
Okay.
This is America.
Hey, nah, you good, man. Hey,
America.
man. Gabe, anything before he get out of here?
I want to ask you about this building you got here. We parked out in front of. How was the process of getting this?
Oh my gosh, that's a whole other interview.
Man.
Yeah.
But once I get you there, we'll talk.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother interview. Because once I tell you that, you're gonna be like, "There's no way," and I can show you a paper. That's exactly how it went.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Man.
Yeah, that'll be on my next interview. We'll walk the center and do some talking.
Okay.
Bet. Yeah. Bet.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, y'all. We about to get out of here. This has been a great episode. I know me, Artemis Caldwell, Gabe, Harlen Sr.
Thank you.
Mr. Harlen Smith Sr., everybody. He will be back giving everybody knowledge. Man of 4 principles: respect, integrity, kindness,
responsibility.
and responsibility. Thank you. Yeah. We out, y'all. Yeah.